Hi everyone, it's Lori here, founder and president of InspiHER Tech, and I'm here today to talk to you about, first of all, the mission at InspiHER Tech, which is to elevate the careers of women in IT and to inspire the companies that hire them to have a culture of inclusion that gives them greater innovation, greater profitability, and greater sustainability through the hiring of women in technology. And today I want to talk to you about Take Charge. So Take Charge is one of the many programs InspiHER Tech offers to women in technology. One of them, this particular program, is a 7-part webinar series. So it's 7 sessions over 3 weeks, and we go from job offer, no knowledge to complete job offer and job search readiness. My hope. That's my hope. We cover your resume, we cover LinkedIn, we cover how to interview, how to negotiate, all the basics, and then we have live Q&A, so you can ask me, Lori, who's been recruiting forever for technology people, 20 plus years. And you get to be part of a community of other women who are on a job search and help each other, support each other, which is really what it's all about and why I'm doing this. Today I also have a special guest, a recent Take Charge grad, Kristen Leiden, who is going to answer a few questions for us. Right, Kristen? So let me, everyone say hi to Kristen.
All right, thanks.
You want to hold the phone?
Yeah,
okay,
I will.
All right, great. I don't have to be in the camera, so just you be in the camera.
All right, thanks.
Let me ask you some questions. So
Sure.
You just got out of Take Charge, and what I want to know is, what is the one big takeaway that you'd like to share?
Okay, I would say the one big takeaway, I actually lost my job recently, or actually, I actually took a voluntary separation.
Right.
My biggest takeaway from the Take Charge is about how all-encompassing the offering is. I was actually given an opportunity to use another recruiting services, or actually an outplacement services. They were kind of helpful. They're actually probably very, very expensive, but I felt that everything that Lori and the Take Charge program offered kind of blew the lid off of what they did. It provided a perspective on every part of the process, and I mean from the LinkedIn and the resume, keeping you focused, addressing my own procrastination issues, negotiating. I think it kind of blew me away in terms of the breadth and the depth, and also the kind of the personal relationship in comparison to the other services where it was, kind of check the box, do the resume, or line up the columns of this so-called marketing plan. Frankly, there was no comparison between the two. I think for the value for this, there's kind of nobody that I haven't met lately to say, even somebody who's not in technology should be taking a class like this.
That's good. And so I moved over here so she could look at me. It's just easier. So my other question is, why should someone sign up? So it's sort of related, but I'll ask it anyways. Why should someone sign up for Take Charge?
All right, that's a good question. I think a couple reasons. So first off, if you're looking for a job, you need to sign up because there's so many things, little things that, the things about the semicolons, things about the banners, things about that should be on and off that you don't really get unless you're listening to this class, unless you're listening to it in a live environment that you can catch. You just can't read that. You can't sit through those webinars or go through the books. I don't think it imprints on your brain as well, or that you can learn it as organically as you can through this class. I think you need to take this live class as well if you need to learn more about the kind of what's going on out there to help others. So I want to help. My kid is looking for a job. You need to be. I think you should need to understand the currency today. What are people talking about? What are the words of the culture of online job searching? Where are people looking for data? What are salaries looking like? You actually can use that information to help you negotiate a better raise. I mean, there's just so many components of what is taught in that class that impact your current job, your future job, and helping other people. I also think that kind of everybody that I come across, I talk too much about you, but everybody that I've met, that this can go for every different level of people. I happen to have a senior title at an agency. with some tech experience. I thought someone who was very junior could benefit from this. I think that, frankly, anybody that has a job, even outside of technology, could benefit from this class, because it's about this personal approach. It's about taking charge of your own brand, of a process, and putting yourself out there to have a successful job search. I also think that Lori is invested in all of us.
Yeah.
And feels like we are kind of her kids to launch us out there and to be successful. So that personal touch versus that lady that's kind of checking the boxes to make sure that I don't know, just kind of do the basics that anybody can do. She's kind of like pushing the button of the webinar. It's not anything close to what I was able to do in Take Charge.
That's awesome. Thank you, Kristen.
Welcome.
Yeah, so, and I think, so what she's saying, some of the things that we do talk about are, I guess, tips and tricks related to, let's say, LinkedIn, and how to get people more, get higher up in the feed for LinkedIn, so playing the algorithm a little bit. And we talk about, she mentioned procrastination, and I thought that was a really great conversation when we had that during the session, because we talked about the fact that sometimes in a job search, you're you're going along, you get started, and then things fall off, life happens, and that's all natural, but you start to feel guilty about not moving forward. And we talked about the fact that, why don't you do a little less then? And it's okay to give yourself permission to take a smaller bite out of the job search, right? Do you remember that?
Yeah, and actually, I think you said, do just what you can. If you took too big of a bite, take less of a bite. I also think you said in an email or in one of our sessions to schedule like a 4-hour time where you're not doing job search. That kind of blew my mind. I'm like to do something and feel guilty for 4 hours rather than to do it for 4 hours and feel good about it gave me a desire to do more. It's just a mindset, and it's something about you saying it and giving me permission, allowed me to give my permission to myself, and then actually make it happen.
Yeah, and I see that a lot, is that you set up these goals, and then when you start not reaching them, and this is true for exercise, I mean, it's true for any goal, you start not reaching them, and then, you beat yourself up about it, and in fact, this program, we're gonna, it's gonna be fun, it's going to be informative, and Take Charge will empower you to move forward in your search, or at least be ready when the job that you love comes across your feed. You've had your resume in good order, your LinkedIn's in good order, and you can apply if you want to. And so we want to make sure your job search ready. So, Kristen is raising her hand. She has one more thing to say.
I will say that this program is probably by far one of the best values. I know, and she didn't even tell me to say this.
Yeah.
That if you do this for yourself, I know that companies pay a ton of money. I know people pay thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to have a personal coach, a job coach, to have access to materials. I mean, this is kind of one of the best things I've done in a very long time, and I like all this kind of stuff, so I think it's a really great thing.
And it is a great value. So if you want to find out how much it costs and when our next sessions are, go to, it's upside down. Hold on, wait. Can you see that? That's the website, InspiHERTech.com, with the emphasis on the her. So it's INSPI. I think this is going to be backwards to you guys. I should have remembered that. It's backwards, but it's INSPI, like InspiHER, HER, Tech.com. And just to piggyback on what Kristen said around, yes, we focus on women in technology because I was a coder and I consider myself a woman in technology, but anyone on a job search can sign up, and I'm happy to support you and want to support you. So go to INSPIHER Tech.com and learn more, and go to the Women in IT section, pull down the drop down, click on Take Charge, and sign up today. Thank you so much. Bye.